Hey everyone, it's Chriselle and welcome back to my channel. The shortest month of the year is officially over. February was swift and it literally felt like it went by in a snap. Today's video is of course a plan with me for my March bullet journal setup. So as you can hopefully tell by the cover page, the theme for March is springtime. Spring is the start of beekeeping season and I've been wanting to use a black and yellow color palette for my spreads. So I drew this bear in a box holding a beehive, which I thought was so cute. It reminded me a lot of Winnie the Pooh. As I'm writing out March, I also wanted to share with you today how to create fake calligraphy. Every time your pen stroke goes downward, you draw a line right next to it and fill it in. And you're done. Easy enough, right? The pens I'm using are my trusted Sakura Pigma Micron pens, and I'm using the Artist Loft brush pens to fill in these hexagon honeycombs and this beehive over to this quote page. I've been loving this page because it gives me the chance to be creative, and the quote always sets the mood for the month. Moving on to my monthly log, I started to incorporate this page in my last month's bullet journal setup, and I found that I had a lot of space that I didn't use. That's why I decided to use a smaller calendar layout for March, and I was able to doodle a lot more. I really love drawing these trail lines from the bees. They are delicately small and pretty. Just in case you guys are wondering, the width of the columns were 4 boxes and the height was 3, and the size of my bullet journal is a 7 by 10. It's a really good dupe for the Leuchtturm. I believe it's the B6. I got this from Michael's and it was only for $5 and I've been loving it. I'll make sure that everything I mentioned will be in the description box with links and of course coupon codes. And I'm just finishing up this layout with these dots scattered all over to fill in this page. For the next page, this will be the space to write my goals and tasks for the month. I decided to keep it simple and continue the header from the previous page. Down to the right corner, I drew these dainty flowers in mason jars and of course, bees. This layout is very similar to the one I had last month, but it was useful, so I'm keeping it. Moving on to my trackers, it took me a while to decide what I wanted to do for this layout, but at the end, I think everything turned out perfectly. I had a lot of fun drawing with these, and I realized that there are many different ways to draw a flower from a certain perspective or angle. This can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm thinking of making a tutorial on that soon, so be sure to follow my Instagram at ChriselleJManabat if you want to see that in the future. Recently, I have been loving these trackers. If you're like me, I love to study my patterns and track my progress. You know that these are very satisfying. For this month, I wanted to keep it minimal, so I'm drawing these circles that I will be filling in later, and hopefully at the end, we are left with a beautiful statistic. So the next page to this is my habit tracker. Last month, I actually tried out doing individual trackers for each habit that I wanted to track, and it didn't really work out for me. I found that my January habit tracker layout actually kept me more accountable, and it was easier for me to look at all the habits and see how I did for the day, because the goal is to fill in all these circles by the end of the month. It takes quite a while to do all these circles, but personally I think it's worth it. If you are looking to change your layout for your habit tracker, maybe try this out. If you guys find it hard to keep up with these trackers, don't be afraid to switch things up and see what works best for you. Hopefully you'll be able to find something that you enjoy filling in every day. I'm finishing up this page with these hexagon honeycombs and filling these in with my yellow marker and also outlining the flowers. turning over to a new page, since I've been loving these trackers so much this month, I decided to add a fitness tracker, which is just a page for me to remember what workout I'll be doing for each day of the week. As you can see here, I divided the page by 7 and just wrote down my workout routine below the days of the week. And like my mood and habit trackers, I will also hopefully be filling in all these circles by the end of the month. This is my first time using a workout log, and I have a feeling that this will give me that extra motivation that I need to go to the gym. I'll make sure to keep you guys updated on how this goes. The next page I created is my spring cleaning list. Decluttering is definitely one of my goals for this month. We all have to surround ourselves with things that spark joy. So for this page, I am writing down what I can do daily, weekly, bi-weekly, and monthly to maintain an energizing environment, especially for a creative like me. And again, I am hoping to fill in all of these circles by the end of this month.
Repeat after me. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. It means no worries.
The bottom of the page, I wrote a quote that says, "The best way to find out what we really need is to get rid of what we don't," by Marie Kondo. I thought this was a good reminder to not hoard things. But most importantly, to let go. I'll let you guys know how this goes, and hopefully I can make a video on how to declutter your place. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and comment down below if that is something you want to see. The next spread is my mind dump. This is a space for me to brainstorm, take notes, and swatch pens and markers. I love drawing these spring elements and floral designs. I brought back this little guy here from our cover page, and I went a little bit crazy with the mushrooms. The last spread we're doing is the first weekly spread for March. I love drawing these floral designs that I had to do them for the header. If you're a beginner, these are easy and effortless to do. Since March started like last month, I decided to keep the same layout from my February bullet journal setup, but without the Dutch door. Anyway, here is the final flip through of our March bullet journal setup. I just want to take this time to thank everyone for planning with me and for the awesome feedback on my first bullet journal video last month. Here's a flip through of my February. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!